rice and gravy down here, man. Everything is rice and gravy. No, not gravy, gravy. Cause yo, down here, you either going to Rice Street or you going to Grady.
Hi, everyone. Here with analysts Grant Hill and Clark Kellogg. I'm Brian Anderson. Allie LaForce, our reporter. And the tip goes to Houston. Thompson.
Affecting the shot right there. The length of Durant, a problem for the offense.
Pass to Dunn. On the wing, Durant. Releases from the wing and drills it. Grant, looking at these two teams, my attention is drawn to the front court matchup.
Oh yeah, this should be a battle on the baseline. Great to watch skilled bigs trade blows and show off what they can do down low.
Now here's Thompson. Outside, Green. Fires from deep. The Suns clear it.
You know, one of the basic fundamentals in basketball is the ability to box out. He's got that down pat.
Şengün with a steal. Brooks from outside. Richards pulls it in. To the middle. Oh, a dunk and a foul! A powerhouse move! He's got a chance for one more at the line. It goes on Fred VanVleet. He's getting his first free throw attempt of the game here.
Yeah, those were fine numbers he posted at the line. It was hard to find fault with anything he did from the stripe.
The Rockets again can't hit. The Rockets went from 22 to 41 wins last year, finishing right at 500, Clark.
Great progress by Houston. Just missed the play-in in the West. They would have easily made that same play-in tournament in the East. A huge step forward for the Rockets, no doubt. And I think it's a team that can sustain that trajectory.
From the arc. Şengün, that's good.
He's got a real nice feel for the game. Şengün's quick to make the most of an open look when it avails itself.
Back to Booker. Down low. Here's Durant. And Durant with the big finish.
You have to be accurate there. Very little room for error passing on the interior.
Green stopping on a dime and putting up his shot. Boy, that was impressive how suddenly he did that.
Now here's Beal. Pass to Durant. Who poked away. Stolen by Thompson. A moment to hear from Allie LaForce.
BA, Fred VanVleet said, I've been a leader on pretty much every team that I've ever played for. I'm a leader in life. It's just something you either have or you don't. Something you got to work at. Some guys will gravitate towards it and some won't. Brian, is it that simple?
Well, I think most of his teammates value what he has to say, for sure. Nice shot by Durant.
Poetry in motion, such a smooth stroke. You assume when Durant lets it go, that three ball's going down.
Pass to Beal. Over Green. Beal's shot is off. Rockets trail by 4. And it's hammered home by Green.
Jalen Green has some serious hop. Yes, he does.
And Mike Budenholzer decides to call a timeout. He wants a few moments to regroup with his players. Making a switch here. And here in the first quarter, a little over 3.5 minutes played. Jones feels it out. Here's Richards. Count the bucket. Coming off a perfectly placed pass.
attacking in the painted area. Clearly that was their game plan coming in.
And the bucket is good.
Yeah, no question Van Vliet was going to find his man. He has excellent court vision.
The Suns leading. Booker attacking. On the wing, Durant. Back to Booker. The shot from 20 feet out. And that comes off the assist by Durant.
You got to appreciate the consistency. Night in and night out, he brings it.
To the inside. Good work defensively by Richards.
You know, I think the effort on defense there has everything to do with why he missed that shot. Well done.
7-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Shot clock at 5. Here's Booker. Pulls it from the corner. It's rebounded by Houston.
That's a shot he'd like back. He's usually going to make those.
Well, good close contest so far as we finish the first quarter. Phoenix out in front, leading by 1.
The Suns, 14.
And we hope you're enjoying the game. Both teams tonight keeping things pretty even on the scoreboard so far. All right, guys, what stands out to you from the Suns in this one?
Well, it's simple. When you can dominate the boards at both ends, you can control the second chance touches.
And, you know, their rebounding advantage has been glaring, simply outworking them on the boards for that entire first quarter. We know how good a shooter he is. It's frustrating for him when he's not able to knock down that kind of wide-open look.
On the wing, Jones. Knocked away. Oh, Brooks with the steal. Back comes Houston in transition. And the slam dunk by Thompson.
And man, does Thompson glide down the court with ease. Outstanding at finishing in transition.
Beal, no good. Houston in the lead. Outside, Green. Pass to Şengün. Van Vliet scanning the floor. Now here's Thompson. Shot clock at 6. Going inside. Ooh, stolen by Allen. Here's Beal. Left side O'Neal. Knocks it loose. Stolen by Thompson. Here's Şengün. And Şengün throw it down.
How about the bounceability of Şengün? Headed himself way up there.
And the timeout called by Mike Budenholzer. He wants to make sure everybody's on the same page. So both teams making some changes here. Well, Grant, you were an excellent defender in your day. So who was the toughest player you had to guard?
Well, there were so many great players, Michael, LeBron. But let's talk about the late, great Kobe Bryant. I mean, he really had no weaknesses. And even if you defended him perfectly, there's a good chance he can still make the shot.
Eason with the ball. Clock at 6. Let's go with a 3. Plumlee pulls down the board. Suns trail by 3. Outside Booker. Dunn outside. And once again, off the mark by Phoenix. And it's the Rockets with the ball. They haven't allowed any points in the second quarter. And it's Phoenix's ball. Nothing on offense from them yet in this second quarter. And let's swing it over to the sideline and hear from Allie.
Well, guys, the Suns are going for it. All-star guard Devin Booker said everybody here is on the same page. We're in win-now mode. We want excellence. We know it's not going to be easy, but when you give up that much, we're trying to win this year and years to come. Brian, this front office has been aggressive.
They are all in, Allie. Thank you. Here's Eason. And he got the whistle on the way up, so he'll be headed to the line for a pair. If you look at rebounding rate, Tari Eason is one of the best in the NBA, Clark.
Yeah, you think about rate, it basically looks at what percentage of rebounds do you get while you're on the floor. And Eason is prolific in terms of boards per minute, uses his 6'8" frame well. He's gobbling up rebounds at well under 1 every 3 minutes. That's a lot of heavy lifting there, folks.
Outside O'Neal. They need this. Eason with a steal. Outside Holiday. And almost 4 minutes gone in the second quarter of play. Lets the 3 fly. Pass to Smith. Outside Eason. Outside Holiday. Here's Whitmore. Hasn't gotten one to fall yet. Plumlee pulls down the board.
And unlike some other guys, missing a wide open look won't hurt his confidence at all.
And Mike Budenholzer decides to call a timeout. Coach wants to speak to his guys, maybe alter some of the gameplay.
In for the Suns.
1:02 left in the second period. And now we have an intentional foul. I'm not sure why.
Yeah, bizarre play, B.A. Not sure what got into him.
When you look at the career of Kevin Durant, he's had an amazing list of teammates, Grant.
Yeah, that's true, B.A. And it started with Westbrook and Harden. Then he had Steph, Clay, and Dre, Kyrie, and then Booker and Beal. That is quite the list.
Pass to Smith. And we're going to have a jump ball.
Violation. Jump ball.
Just 4 to shoot. To the paint. And stolen by Booker. Suns trail by 5. 23 seconds left in the first half of this game. And they go to the intentional foul.
You don't want to stop the clock right there. I'm not quite sure what he was thinking.
Yeah, but that's no excuse for that kind of foul. I mean, that might be an explanation for it, but certainly doesn't justify it. And even then, it's just not a good play.
Making shots at the line. You need a good routine, and he certainly has one.
Back to Adams. Outside Whitmore. And so a close game as we wrap up the first half of play. The Rockets on top. They lead by 3. And we'll be right back after halftime for the start of the third quarter. See you in just a bit.
17.
And we've got second half action for you. Thus far, a pretty evenly contested game. Suns trail by 3. And there's the call on Amin Thompson. That's his first foul.
First team foul.
And so it's Phoenix with it. Durant puts some moves on.
Boy, when Durant's on the attack, so quick and explosive, puts the defense in a bind.
Phoenix shooting their 6th and 7th free throw attempts tonight. And both free throws good for Durant. Now here's Green. Ooh, Green with a vicious dunk.
Some of these dunks he throws down are absolutely absurd. What an athlete Green is.
Screen by Durant. Booker with it. Now Thompson defending. Here's Dunn. That one's good. This game is all even.
3 points.
Dunn's got himself going here. His first points of the game on the deep ball. Inside. Pass to Şengün. Outside, Green. And here's Thompson for 3. Richards pulls it in. Not sure why he committed the intentional foul. No purpose.
I think everyone's a little confused, but weird plays happen.
And here in the second half of play, we're just over a minute in. On the wing, Durant. 10 points for him. For the lead. Back to Booker. For 3. Nails it from beyond the arc. Booker's got 7 points.
You see the level of confidence Booker possesses. Outstanding off the catch.
Here's Van Vliet. And it's good. Fought through contact. Hit the shot and will go to the line.
Defensive foul.
And how about the Fred Van Vliet story? From undrafted to all-star and NBA champion.
It's one of the remarkable journeys in the history of the league. There are a number of guys that have gone undrafted and ended up being all-stars and champions, but you think about it, one of the things they have in common in my mind, B.A., is a real understanding of who they are and what it's going to take to be successful. And then the willingness to put in the work and not be distracted by naysayers or the glamour of being a pro. They've got a real anchoring as to who they are and what their business is about, and then they maximize their ability. That's Fred Van Vliet in a nutshell.
Pass to Richards. No, stopping him there. Jams it in, and he's fouled. An opportunity at a three-point play.
Second personal.
It goes on Fred Van Vliet,
Team foul.
and he'll be shooting his first free throw. The Rockets trail. Şengün with it. Brooks outside. To the paint. It's tipped. Just 5 on the clock. The kick out to Van Vliet. And here's Green from the arc. It's not going to go for him. And here are the Suns now. Durant for 3. That one is off. And this game, folks, a close one here in Houston. Pass to Şengün.
2 minutes remaining in the third.
Thompson outside. Now here's Şengün. Thompson left side. Outside for Brooks. Jacks up a 3. Richards pulls it in. Here's Phoenix. To the middle. And that one is stuffed right through.
Slick feed by Beal, taking advantage of the hole in the defense to set up a wide open man.
Brooks outside. Pass to Green. And here's Van Vliet. Brooks outside. Thompson outside. Houston with another miss.
It's clear he's totally out of sync. The team needs to rethink its strategy around what to do with him.
Here's Durant. Soft touch off the glass. And it's a 6-point Phoenix lead.
A 3-level score. Durant is a pick-your-poison matchup for defenders.
Woo! BA, that's lit.
Ferocious all the way. Man, that was good.
Ammonia strong, we call that. Wear that rim out.
For three, Durant. Offensive board. Here's Richards. Back to Booker. Fires the three. And Booker cash on the three.
And this is big for Booker's confidence. With his three-point ball falling, he's so tough to stop.
On the wing, Green.
SUNS ball.
And so ball out of bounds. Thompson touched it last.
I'm not sure whose fault that was, guys, but they need to get on the same page here.
For three, Durant. That's good, and it's Jones with the assist.
For three.
Durant's got 15 points.
And just not letting up at all. I mean, you have to love this approach. You want to get the ball to the guys who make plays.
If it's working, keep working. That's what I say. Keep the pressure on.
And so it's the Phoenix Suns closing out the quarter with a 7-point lead. Defense is setting the tone. More 2K action in just a moment. And this is it. Glad to have you along for this fourth quarter. And Mike Budenholzer decides to call a timeout. He was quite emphatic, demanding the timeout, clearly wanting to address strategy with his team. Let's send it over to Allie LaForce.
I was able to listen in on what Mike Budenholzer was going over with his team. He said, keep it going, guys. Ride this wave of momentum. We're playing great right now, but we can't let up. Guys, back to you.
And Allie, thank you for that.
You know, Smith came into the league as a capable and confident shooter off the catch.
Pass to Booker. For three. It's hauled in by Houston.
That's his shot, and one I'm sure he wants back.
Here's Whitmore. Laid it in with a nice touch off the window.
Athleticism showing through from Whitmore. He doesn't need much room at all to operate in close.
Well, Grant, if you talk about consistent top-level scores, Devin Booker is near the top of that list.
Yeah, and going back to the 17-18 season, Devin has averaged at least 25 points every year. Book can create his own shot and finish. It's hard finding guys who can do both.
And the Rockets with possession here. They trail by three. Boy, that foul looked intentional. Not exactly what you'd expect here.
Yeah, I know. It just doesn't make sense given the situation.
And the timeout called by Mike Budenholzer. No doubt he's going to utilize the opportunity to make sure they're all on the same page here.
Royce O'Neal.
1 minute in now in the fourth quarter. Here's Holiday. And Holiday powers it home.
And you have to love it. The floor general taking things into his own hands.
Just the aggression they're looking for, man.
And it just forces the defense to pay more attention to him, guys, which we know can open up things for others.
The three, Booker. Drills it from deep.
Awfully tough play to defend. When you honor the roller, Booker just takes advantage.
Smith outside. With the drive. Oh, the dunk by Smith.
What a slam. Come on, Jabari Smith Jr. Don't do him like that.
Pass to Beal. From behind the arc. No good on the shot. The Rockets trail. Here's Whitmore outside. Sinks the tray. Whitmore's got 5 points now in the quarter. Neither team able to take a hold of this game.
Yeah, it's been a tight one. Numerous lead changes, very competitive. And this is just typical of him. Always making an impact at crucial moments in the game.
You know, they want the ball in his hands here because they trust him to hit all the big shots.
And we've got a timeout called by Ime Udoka. He's decided it's time to clarify the situation, leaving little room for error. And so Thompson will bring it up for the Rockets. It's a one-point game. Yes! And the foul! That one on O'Neal.
You see there, Thompson does a good job of sneaking into the lane and finishing.
A touch under 2.5 minutes have passed now here in the fourth. Pass to Booker. And there's the call on Amin Thompson. That'll get him his fourth foul of the game. And Mike Budenholzer decides to call a timeout. He wants their game plan to be crystal clear at this point. Making a switch here. Just over 2.5 minutes played now. Final quarter of regulation.
And the shooter had very little space on that attempt.
And guys, that's exactly the kind of high-impact defense they want to see out of him.
Pass to Thompson. Here's Şengün. Misses the three.
It seems like every miss ends up in his hands. He's been unreal.
Tell you what, those are crazy numbers, guys. I mean, believe me, I was a good rebounder in my day. It is not easy to corral that many boards in one night.
Another shot right in the lane. That's been their MO this evening.
Here's Green. The flush, Jalen Green.
Green's got a full toolkit now, which makes him unstoppable at times.
Now Booker. Durant for three. Knocks down the triple. Durant's got 10 points here in the second half.
Oh, in pressure moments, he's a guy you trust to make big shots.
The offensive rebound. Brooks from outside. Richards pulls it in. The Suns leading. Beal surveying the D. Outside Durant. And there's the call on Amin Thompson. That's his fifth foul. We've got 1:13 left in the fourth quarter here. Out to Beal. 5 on the clock. Here's Dunn. He takes it in.
Excellent defense by Şengün. He's strong, he's tall, he can move his feet, and he knows how to position himself.
Great to see guys who don't back down under pressure.
Cool, calm, collected, and confident in the biggest moment of the game? Yes.
Beal attacking. And it's in. A huge shot to tie it up.
Talk about trusting Beal in the big moments. No matter the stakes, he can find a shot.
Out of bounds. It'll be Phoenix's ball.
Oh, that certainly could be costly. In a close one, those kinds of mistakes can really give the other team momentum.
So it's all come down to this.
It's really that time where your leaders must step up.
Here's Booker. Oh, they get a hand on it. Stolen by Thompson. There's the three. Şengün, no good. And so they foul intentionally. He gets the first, and that gives him a lead. So he gets them both, and it's a 2-point ball game.
Now, if that's how you capitalize at the line, as long as they play good defense, I think they should have this win locked up.
And we've got a timeout called by Ime Udoka. Great time to call his guys into the huddle at a very tense moment in this game. And looking at the options here, what do you think is being discussed?
A chance to tie it up here.
A critical possession, no doubt. We'll see what they draw up.
Houston has possession. Outside, Green. Takes the three. Can't knock in the three.
It's the fire he's playing with that has him leading the team in rebounds.
I tell you what, guys, nobody's been more physical in this game than he has. He has been a glass eater.
So it's the Suns taking the W in a close one. And this was an emotional win for them, no doubt about it.
Just a fantastic